Futures are a funny thing, our principal said to a hall of about 6,000 people. He then went on to tell us the story of his experience at the very same school when he was younger. He told us how he had wanted to get out of school as quickly as possible and pursue a musical career. Ironically, he ended up in school for a very long time. He told us that although things don't always work the way you expect them to, everything has a way of connecting and turning out to be alright. I know it sounds a bit cliche and like something ripped off of a self-help book for people trying to add a bit of meaning to their lives, but the truth is that everything does end up working out alright. I believe that everything has a way of working out in the end. I remember a time during my freshman year of high school where everything seemed to be falling apart. My grades had dropped, and for the first time in my life, I was constantly in trouble with my teachers and parents. On top of my grades drastically falling, I was struggling to make new friends at school. I always had a hard time making friends, however, when I started my freshman year of high school, everything got harder. I began to act out a lot. I would often come home late without my parents having the slightest idea of where I had been. I stopped doing my homework and started focusing more on trying to get new friends. Eventually, everything that I had been neglecting to do started piling up on me. I dug myself deep into a hole I could not get out of. Everything came crashing down. I felt as though I would never be able to get myself out of the hole I had dug myself into. My relationship with my family became strained due to my bad grades and bad behavior. On top of that, the little friends I did make my freshman year stopped talking to me. It was around this time that I was diagnosed with severe depression and anxiety. I felt as though I was a freak. I was made to go to weekly sessions with a therapist and a teen support group. I felt like I had something very wrong with me. I hated being in and out of therapy. It seemed as though my depression only got worse and worse. I wish that everything would just go back to normal. Somewhere down the line, however, everything seemed to start changing. Being put in therapy and having my family worry about me made me realize that I needed to get my act together. I tried hard to pull myself together and become more productive. I wanted to be a better person. I started doing my homework again, and consequently my grades shot right back up. I wasn't too worried about making friends because I was focused on ways to improve myself. However, I started hanging out with people that were also productive. We helped each other get our work done, and then we would hang out after school for a little bit. I also joined the lacrosse team at my school. I was a completely different person. It's crazy to think that the same person who skipped school and didn't do his homework can move on to graduate and go to college. When I look back at my freshman year, I remember all the pain I went through. I remember times where I didn't even want to go back home because of the strained relationship I had with my family. Back then, I never thought I would actually graduate. I didn't even really care if I did either. Now, about 4 years later, I did. I proved to myself and everyone else that I could change. Everything I went through my freshman year showed me that although things don't always look too great, they have a way of working out for the better.